Vlogmas day 14. Wow, really? I think so. Yeah, wow, it's kind of weird. It's almost halfway over at this point now, and it's definitely been a journey and a process, to say the least, but it's been really fun. This morning so far, I've been dealing with a bunch of issues at our house back in Jersey. We have it rented out to two different tenants because it's like a 2-family unit, and there was just like some issue that was going on with some like leak that will hopefully that's now been stopped and then hopefully be resolved by tomorrow. But I spent all morning trying to like reach out and get in contact with people. People were sleeping, people weren't awake. We had to get a plumber to come out for tomorrow. And now that all that's done, I get to starting my day. I'm right now just doing a little journaling, and I was following up with some people about some work things. After that, I'll probably like finish out the rest of my morning routine, and then I have jiu-jitsu this afternoon. As you can see here, I am looking at a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet on the left is a habit tracker that I've been using since just last week. I saw something like that on TikTok or Instagram, and I kind of copied it. It's very effective, especially if you forget to do a lot of things like I do. Now you see that I am finishing up my journaling prompt. I have a section for intentions. I have a section for what I'm grateful for. And I have like a to-do list for the day. I just opened Adobe Illustrator and closed out a sneak peek that you guys are getting of a rash guard that I'm working on for the brand. And now here I'm opening up a flyer that is almost done for this open mat that's coming up at the end of January for this group called Coffee Crew. It's where I spend most of my Sunday mornings, very early rolling jiu-jitsu, but that's coming up at the end of January, right? And I'm just going in and adding some logos and kind of polishing it up. Getting ready to walk into jiu-jitsu. Today's nogi. Pretty excited. I only trained a little bit yesterday. I took the whole weekend off, so glad to be back. I just got back from jiu-jitsu and had a great class. Like I said before in the little like intro video, it was nogi, so that was super fun. It's not something that I get to train all the time, and I'm definitely more of a gi person for those people who know jiu-jitsu, but it was a great class. A lot of good people. Got to talk to a lot of interesting people, which was like fun, and make some good connections, which is one of the things that we're really trying to do here now that we're in Texas. But I just want to say how great this stuff was. Black Belt Nutrition, the intra workout acai bowl flavored. This has such an amazing taste. It has such a good smell. Like when you open it, like weirdly enough, it smells like Pez. And I don't know exactly how to explain the taste, but it's delicious. But honestly, that doesn't mean anything. What I was really blown away with, which almost seems kind of impossible, but I really can't kind of get over the fact that every time that I'm done with class and done with all my rolls, usually I'd be tired and shot, and I'm like, oh, cool, man, can't wait to get home. And ever since I've been taking this, it definitely is kind of giving me the fuel that, it's supposed to be giving you, and helping me like just continue to roll and continue to work and do everything that like I want to do, instead of my body kind of like giving up when my mind's still kind of strong. And because of that, I really have to say that this is something that, while I was excited about to get and excited to try, I didn't know if it was gonna be something that I would always use and need, and I didn't know if like I was gonna buy a replacement for this once this ran out. But I think I have to now, as funny as that is, because honestly, it's like night and day. It feels like there's still so much left in the tank. Normally, like I said, I'd leave class and I'd be tired. I'd feel like I used all my mental capacity, all my strength, all my power that I had, energy, And with this, I feel like I walk out of training with still like a half a tank left. It's really kind of like nothing that I've felt or drank before. It's not like a pre-workout, or it doesn't do anything like that. It just tastes like a pretty flavorful drink, which is nice. And then you just have this like low-key effect of not being tired throughout your whole workout, which is great. But for now, I'm gonna go take a shower. I'm gonna eat a little bit, just like a little snack probably, and then me and Liz are gonna record a podcast at some point. I have a few things I have to do as well, but let's see what happens. So right now, Liz is finishing up editing her episode of the vlog for yesterday, and I just set up because we're about to do a podcast. So by the time that this is out, the podcast will be out, so go check it out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, Good at Life Podcast. So as you can see, like, we have this little setup going on, but in the meantime, I'm getting some work done for the company that I'm starting, and I just got a whole bunch of sample fabrics in yesterday, and I haven't really had a chance to kind of like go through everything yet. As I've said in a previous video, I'm trying to do all American made fabrics and try and have as much made in America as possible. It seems like that's being slightly difficult just because a lot of the technical fabrics are made overseas. So really trying to combat that, and it seems as though US manufacturing has kind of really fallen behind the curve of things. Lucky enough, we'll be able to manufacture the garments here in America. My manufacturer is located in LA. I have their sister company here in Texas, who I'm working closely with on all the designs, but we're constantly reaching out to more and more fabric manufacturers, but it seems like it's hit or miss on what they can provide. Some do everything overseas, some do some things overseas, some things locally. So it's really just been kind of like a process to go through everything. So as I'm going through some of these samples, some are just samples of the fabric, and most of them come in white, which is kind of like ready for print, which we might do depending on the fabric, but if we can already have it dyed from the factory, then that's a plus too. So like, for example, this manufacturer sent over a book, well, a bunch of books with different fabrics, but then all the different colors that they come in. So there is like a wide selection. So that's great because that would cut down on costs of printing. But for some instances, we are gonna have to print on them just for the designs that we're gonna have. So it's really a fine line of what the selection process is like. And then while we're trying to get as much made in America as possible, some of these are made in America. And I think I might have found at least one of the fabrics that we're gonna use for the rash guards that I'm making. Those rash guards are gonna have two different types of fabric. One's gonna be a more standard compression fabric, whereas the other one's gonna be more vented. It'll still have the stretch and everything that you would expect from like a compression fabric, but it'll be a little lighter and allow for more airflow to go through. Other than that, I did get a bunch of samples from a packaging company, and I am honestly kind of blown away with the amount of things that they sent me. They do a lot of different things, and they've kind of sent a little bit of everything that they work on. So one of the things is custom like bags that we could use for the products that we put in. They have some sort of laces and drawstrings that they sent over. And these people do everything 100% custom. So they sent me things that they've had made for other clients, and the quality all looks really, really good. This is like a sticker hang tag. There's a few different hang tags in here. And then even some patches. I actually really like this one. This one's cool. I have to find something to do with this because I want to use it. This like Jaguar But they definitely gave me a lot of things to think about as I'm working on not only the actual products that we're putting out, but kind of like the presentation and the packaging. Liz makes fun of me because I'm such a huge nerd for packaging, and up until we just moved here to Texas, I had saved probably almost all of like my iPhone boxes, all my MacBook boxes, AirPods, all those different like boxes. And Apple does like a really good job with all their like packaging, but there's some other brands I'm sure that I had boxes for. But I love like the idea of like how everything goes together and like that premium quality that you kind of feel with the packaging, like really going the extra mile to give the person some sort of experience, right? So here's just like more stuff they sent, like a bunch of patches. This is like spandex, not spandex, it's like elastic that they can make. More hang tags, and then really one of the big things is these like woven tags, or just even heat press tags that will go into all the apparel that have all the information that's required by the government to be kind of like on each thing. And actually there's one other page that I don't see here that is actually really cool. Oh, this one, yeah. So this one's like heat transfers, and they're really nice. And this is like very 3D. You can't tell. Oh, you kind of can tell, but it probably sticks out, a few millimeters, but it makes a big difference because it's really just rubber kind of like sitting on top of this fabric. So I definitely have a lot of ideas of things to work on and do with this and add value back to the customer with like the quality of the product. But we're still on the search for more fabrics, especially made in America fabrics. I reached out to 4 more manufacturers just before, and with that, hopefully I'll get some responses and at least maybe be able to find this fabric, because as of right now, I think we have 2 of the 3 fabrics that I'll need for making both the shorts and rash guards for this company. So hopefully we will get there, slow and steady. It's definitely a process. I definitely think maybe I bit off more than I can chew to some degree with this whole trying to make everything made in America, but I think one, that's part of the fun, learning and kind of like going through the difficulties of it all. But I think also, at least I think, but also hope, and really it's probably more so on the hope side, that other people will really identify with the Made in America ideology that we're gonna be putting forward. But for now, I'm gonna go get ready because we're gonna be recording this podcast probably in the next 15-20 minutes. So I'll show you guys a little sneak peek of that too.
Hi everyone, and welcome to day 14 of Vlogmas, where Nick is just yelling at me behind the scenes and doing nothing else. Wait, let's do that one time. Welcome to the Good at Life podcast, where we teach you how to be good at life.
Because we're great at it.
Not really.
But kind of. We're trying. That's the whole point, right? That's like realistically the whole point of the Good at Life podcast. It's for us to kind of like challenge ourselves to be better at life.
Totally. And our YouTube channel too, which there's a plug, guys. If you're not subscribed and you don't follow, go check it out. We're doing Vlogmas right now. It's a good time.
It's pretty fun, definitely, for sure. And we have been rolling out new videos every day.
Every single day.
If you guys don't know what Vlogmas is, Liz just finished
Day 13.
Day 13, yeah. I'm currently filming day 14, and it's been pretty fun. We're about halfway through. We recorded the podcast, and then I had to hop on a call with some people, and Liz made dinner, and it looks like it turned out amazing. She made jalapeno cheddar sausage with these like sweet potato fries and cheesy broccoli. I already tasted a bunch of things, so it is really good. But yeah, so just gonna have some dinner. I just finished eating, and Liz's dinner was amazing. It was really good. I just finished washing all the dishes, and it's getting kind of late. It's already 9:15, so this is where I'm gonna end the vlog for tonight. And please like and subscribe, and definitely like my video though. So I beat Liz. I'll see you in 2 days.
Take no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Why does it play I'm yours as a Christmas song?